The 3 most common mistakes when installing starter shingles and how to avoid them. The first mistake I see people making is installing the starter shingle flush with your drip edge. This might make sense and a lot easier to install, but what you want to do is overlap it somewhere between 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch. What I do is install it the width of my finger. Now, depending on your size of your hands, that's going to vary, but usually you want about 1/2 inch. I just use my finger as a guide, putting it here and along the rake side as well, and start nailing. The second mistake I see people making all the time is nailing too high. Now you can put one nail in there just to hold it in place temporarily, but it is important to nail down here. Manufacturer recommends 2 to 3 inches from the bottom. The closer to the bottom you can get while not going too far over, the better. Manufacturer recommends going 2 to 3 inches from the bottom edge here. I'm going to show you why shortly. The third mistake is one that I never make. It's installing a full piece of starter shingle on your first row. While this might make it easier for the roofer, it's a fatal flaw. And the reason is, if you install a full piece of starter shingle, and then you install a full piece of shingle, what you're gonna have is your joint of your shingle is gonna lap perfectly with the joint of your starter shingle, which makes sure that any water that gets in between is gonna go all the way down. That's why it's crucial to cut 5 to 6 inches off your first starter shingle, which I've already done. Once that's cut and you install your shingle, you can see here you've got a 6-inch gap. If I didn't cut this 6 inches shorter, we would align perfectly and cause for leaks right here. Now, I told you previously that I'll explain to you why it's important to nail the starter shingles lower at 2 to 3 inches above. And the reason for that is, when we install our first shingle, we're gonna nail it approximately 6 inches above the bottom edge. If we don't have nails securing this can easily blow up, even when the shingle adheres to the starter strip. But once these two adhere and you've got it nailed properly, this is not going anywhere. So this is very important when it comes to wind rating and making sure your shingles don't flip up. Now, there's a lot more to installing starter shingles properly. You can watch my video below to get all the details. Guys, thanks for watching. We have a lot of videos on our channel related to all types of roofing. And if I missed anything in this video, or if you have any comments on how you like to do it, let me know in the comments below.